and another flash. A large serpentine shape that occasionally crests beyond, looping through the waves. It was here, and then now it's over here. 2 more of the ships go down. You see one ship that is turned and is trying to flee. And about now, a voice pierces all of your minds.
Yes. Come. Feed my anger and drink of the deep.
Oh shit.
The back of the ship explodes as a tail cracks the back of the ship off, and immediately it begins to capsize into the water. It vanishes beneath.
These waters have ever been mine. You trespass, and shall be made an example.
It's at this moment that you begin to see dark shapes appearing in the water. Fjord, as you're there floating, the head emerges, and the singular eye, the one that's haunted your dreams for so long, is there before you. The massive rows of teeth, the tendrils that wrap around the sides of its head as the fin rise.
There you are, ugly. I expected more.
It's only just begun.
With that, you see behind him one of the waves. As he's going to go ahead and tidal wave across the ship. 250 feet tall, this wave.
Oh, it doesn't even, I can't even avoid it.
Nope.
It's a meteor.
So it's like bludgeoning
Holy
damage.
shit.
Yes.
Is it like...
Both of these crew get washed overboard.
Oh no.
Captain holds on. Starts shouting out, "What have you gotten us into?" As the wave subsides, the ship kind of blown back. You can see the ship sustains a certain amount of damage.
I'm gonna run, I'm gonna Superman punch, I'm gonna fly, I'm gonna go, like, I'm getting on him.
You're just up on his fucking head.
I just wrap
PBR
my...
style?
Yes, I'm just...
8 seconds, 8 seconds!
Great. It is now Caleb's go with Veth on deck.
I just reach out really quick and lay my hand on Chester's arm and say, "Oh, just like old times, yeah? Be safe." And then the next thing I do is hit the boots, blast up into the sky, and you see 3 Calebs shooting up past the mast, and I fly to here. And just when I hit here, massive blue dragon appears in the sky.
Oh, shit.
Adult, 40 feet, and you hear this deep, bassy voice say,
Willkommen. We are the Mighty Nein.
What you got, Yasha?
You see on my right arm a new tattoo. Ooh. Flames up, and it says the Chainbreaker. I'm gonna stick my hand in the air,
Whopper.
call to the Storm Lord,
Whoppers.
Okay.
and I'm gonna grab some lightning and thunder it down into the water.
Fuck.
The water like splashes up around and there, and kind of this like orb of water that's been blown out. You see Yasha standing there as it all fills back, and you just lift up on top of it between the 2 sides.
I'm going to invoke duplicity.
There are 4 duplicates.
Whoa, everyone's got 4 of everything.
The eye, it like kind of curves over and looks back towards you, Fjord. And in your head you hear,
You still work for me.
as you feel the influence of Ukatoa try and peer into you, the warmth suddenly emerges within you, and you feel the Wild Mother's presence and calm and peace within your heart and mind.
Oh.
So, staying in melee with you as it
Tidal
whips around, it's going to go ahead and tidal wave.
Ignorant fleas. I relish in your arrogance and failure.
You hear through your mind as it begins to cherish watching you all fall and crumble. The ship listing over to one side, you hear the captain screaming, the rest of the crew waterlogged and trying to rush out of the bows of the ship. The eyes all get brighter and brighter, and you can feel the energy in the air crackling. Finishing that, Fjord, it's your turn.
I'm gonna aim Cone of Cold, but I'm gonna shoot it so that I'm gonna try and clip Ukatoa's head, the section to my right, and the one in the back.
Now, enough cold damage has hit this space where the ocean space around the head and this parts of the body are now frozen up to Ukatoa.
So we can't move?
Those 3 pieces right now are barely able to move. With the ice around it, the eyes flare the brightest you've seen them. And they flare to a bright yellow, almost a white coloration before you feel the electricity in the air. 6 bolts of lightning strike down from the sky, which means you take 18 points of lightning damage.
I have evasion.
Correct.
I rolled a 24,
So you take nothing.
no damage.
No damage. 9 points of lightning damage.
So 18 points of damage?
Yep,
Okay.
18 points of lightning damage. Goddamn. All the eyes dim back to their standard state. It's going to go ahead and strike Kingsley.
Automaton.
So it still gets you with the tail on top of the deck again. Now, Kingsley, it's your turn.
All right. Fucking take my goddamn hits on this guy.
You stab it again, the flames burn out. That one eye now closes entirely. You can see you've like burned through and cauterized it, and that like it's kind of slithers over. All right, Bo, you're up. Yasha, you're on deck.
Real fucked up. Bo's face is like black and blue, and just she's like bleeding, and I'm just like repeatedly pounding it with these jabs in its eye, and then I'm gonna take kind of the static electric charge that it left behind from its lightning strikes, and thinking of Yasha and thinking of Caleb, and I just a little bit of that static energy from the Storm Lord, and I pop it one more time.
Caleb, you're up with Veth on deck.
I'm going to drop down lower. I want to get face to face with Ukatoa. He reaches out and grabs Ukatoa by the side of the face and goes and vomits a chain of lightning.
Through, you watch as the stream comes firing out of the dragon's mouth through the center of the jaw and kind of blasts this dark spot through, blasts out the back and strikes the other part of its hide. As it does, smoke just pours out from around it inside its mouth as the head begins shaking in the air, Bo having to like hold on as hard as you can. But now there's these like heavy dark spots and like black burn charred, very visible wounds on the outside of Ukatoa in multiple places. This tail
We
is
decided
gonna
Gambling. We're gambling.
dip below the water. You do get an attack of opportunity against
Okay.
it. You strike it as you slice upward with the blade. You see it try and move beneath the waves, and you actually grab out with your hand and hold the back of the tail. And at that point, lightning strikes nearby. You feel the power of the Storm Lord instill you. And as your muscles flex, you just hold the tail there and prevent it from leaving.
Don't you fucking move!
Oh, that's some boss shit.
As it recoils, Ukatoa looks around. You can see the eyes kind of all shifting and glancing in the space. That dark shadow of the ocean swallows you, and you feel yourself, the bubbles leaving your lungs. You've been here before, and that dark but weirdly, awfully consoling voice of Ukatoa says, "I'll handle everything." You fly over onto the ship, land next to Jester, prone on the ground. Jester, you see Fjord rush over to you, heroically, like land on the ground next to you.
Hi, Fjord.
Turns to you, and his eyes are yellow slits.
Oh, fuck.
Curse of the island.
Fjord just like takes the blade and slashes you harshly across one shoulder and then jabs it into your side before pulling it out. Suddenly, you come up for air, Fjord, and you're in the storm, and there's blood on your sword, and Jester's on the ground covered in blood.
Fuck you.
It's okay, Fjord. I'm going to stand up. I think this is what you call character growth. And I'm going to cast Mass Heal from my duplicates.
Oh, shit.
Oh, what? You set up a network?
So we're all back. We're all back.
We're all mostly back.
I don't believe it. That was unbelievable.
Holy smokes.
Ukatoa is going to go ahead and it's going to attempt to bite you again, Beauregard. Beauregard is thrown down in front of its face. It bucks you and you're like hanging on to the side of its head, and then it just kind of like kicks you up and then snaps you and you are swallowed. Oh, shit. Bo, you're up. Yasha, you're on deck.
So as I'm like in its
Sitting
gut,
on that, you ain't sitting shit over
I
here.
was just waiting. That's all I wanted needed. And I
She had plans.
kind of wrap myself in the cape and I go, "Smoke bomb!" in its gut.
Oh my god.
And where are you dimension dooring?
Onto the ship, next to Jester. Fjord!
She strikes, grabs the tentacles, and is just like holding it against the ocean water.
He's all yours.
The clouds open up slightly. You see energy strike. A bolt of lightning hits Yasha, and it causes your muscles to lock into place. The strength of the Storm Lord helping you hold Ukatoa's body in place. You can see it's trying to writhe and pull and sink below, but Yasha's holding it like an anchor.
These were never your oceans, pretender. They belong to her. Daddy's calling.
As it slithers into the ocean below, you watch as it curls in like a spider pulls its legs, and it seems to almost grow taut, like it's pulling itself into the tightest knot it can, as it sinks and sinks